Chapter 1. Abbie Whitmore stood at the back of the crowd at the steps of the town hall, easily blending in with the mass of people also dressed in somber dark suits. She wasn't scheduled to arrive until later that evening, but she preferred doing recon in person instead of just reading a case file. This was an eye-opening experience. Though she lived outside of D.C., she didn't pay attention to politics. It was all a sham. Though politicians had some margin of power, she knew there were other players who pulled the strings in Washington. She zoned in on the charismatic man on the podium. The pairing of his suit and tie was impeccable, and no doubt the work of a professional. His dark hair was styled in such a way that it didn't look like anything had been done to it at all. It matched well with his 5 o'clock shadow. Men and women of all ages cheered after nearly every sentence he spoke, pressing forward to try to get closer to him, as if proximity would cause some of his charm and charisma to rub off on them. The beloved bachelor of Capitol Hill. That was what the society pages had called him. A completely cumbersome title, but if the shoe fit. However, his bachelor status wasn't why she was here. She was here because he was too golden for his own good. And someone was going to kill him for it. Just remember, he stopped to flash a blindingly brilliant smile. I hear you, and I am here for you. The crowd erupted, shaking signs, hooting and hollering. If she didn't know better, Abbie would think she was at a Justin Bieber concert. Lord help her. Jonathan Lassiter gave one last wave, then exited the stage using the rickety wooden stairs that had been erected on the left. That was her cue. She ducked her head down and strode through the throngs of people, heading in the direction of the parked car waiting to whisk the politician away. Even though she flanked his team, swinging wide to avoid detection, she still beat him there. He was too busy posing for selfies. Wonder if he'll have to sign anyone's breasts. Abbie almost snorted. Once at the far side of the car, she reached into her purse to pull out a thin metal wire. On a whim, she tried the door handle first, shaking her head when it was unlocked. Amateurs. It's a wonder he hasn't been killed already. She slid into the back seat of the car, and no one was the wiser. She didn't have to wait long. The driver opened the door, and with one final wave, Jonathan Lassiter took his seat across from her. In one swift move, Abbie extended her leg and lodged the base of her shoe on his Adam's apple, the toe and the heel of the shoe straddling his neck. Game over. If I wanted you dead, you would be. Jonathan blinked and swallowed with some difficulty. Though she had to hand it to him, he kept his cool. Do you mind removing your Louboutin from my jugular? Abbie's response was to apply more pressure and narrow her eyes at him. Then, slowly, she lowered her leg.